So this is a project that we are currently working on with Alex Bergel, Anne Etienne, and Valentin Boursier. At the beginning, we were looking for monitoring debugging session from developers to gather data and analyze quantitative data on quantitative metrics. Sorry, on the data. For example, how much time developers spent debugging during their debugging session. Okay, but then so we can get quantitative data, but nothing qualitative because we can get only numbers. So we needed a way to visualize what happened from the logs. And if you just try to read a list of events of that you log during a debugging session, you get to nothing. There's too much stuff. So we decided to make a visualization of debugging session, and so we encoded everything that we log in that visualization. So here, what you see in green, so like here, for example, it's a code browser. In blue, it's an inspector. In pink, it's a debugger. And so each square represents a tool. Gray tool, gray box, it's, for example, an application that you are executing, debugging, or it's an unknown window because there are no specific logs for this window or tool. And then you have arrows between the window that represent a translation. The developer shift the window, they move the mouse over another window to do something else. And then it's an interactive view. If you go onto the inside of the box, you have small gray boxes. We call that the activities. It is sequential activity, a sequence of events of what the developer did inside this window before switching to another activity. And so here you see I put my mouse on this activity, and this one becomes red. That means that the developer spent time inspecting something because it's blue, it's an inspector, 10 seconds into an inspector, and then it moved to another inspector here doing another activity, and so on. Then if you look at some squares, they have an additional black square. That means that an event triggered something inside it, and here we try to monitor only debugging events. So here you see you have a small vocabulary, plus B, and then it's a star B. Plus B means the developer added a breakpoint here at this point in the code browser, and then it hit the breakpoint. That means that the developer probably selected do it on an expression, and it hit the breakpoint. And so let's try where it went. So I don't see because of the pop-up. I don't see it. So on a small screen, it's difficult to see. But let's go into a debugger. Here I have a debugger. You see that here you have much more things. The developer inspected something in the developer, then he did a step into. That's a V symbol. Blah blah blah. Inspection, step over, inspection, step over, blah blah blah. Sometimes you have also a proceed. That means the developer wished to quit the debugger, and sometimes it doesn't quit the debugger. You have another debugger that opens. I don't have that here, but this is how we try to read the what the developers did. So this is a debugging session. We gave a task, a debugging task, a bug to an experienced developer, and the developer took 20 minutes to solve the task. And then we gave the same task with an object-centric debugger to a younger developer with much less experience. And this is the visualization. It's the same bug. It's the developer solved the bug. But the interesting thing is they took the same time. They both took 20 minutes to solve the same bug, but what they did is radically different. And the question is why? We don't know yet. We are exploring this. And then, yeah, sorry for no. And then we were thinking that we could also use this tool to explore other things such as developer activity. So this is a modeling session of a core mass modeler, that's Rolex, of 30 minutes. And what you see is that it's not at all the same thing. So first it's not debugging, and then one sentence. He accepts because it is his core mass. So this is very different. In red, you see the core mass windows, and you see a lot of big gray window. So we need also to capture the events of core mass, and we do not know yet what are the domain events that the core mass people wants to know, think they are relevant. So we still have to explore that, but here, well, we still don't know what that means, but we want to explore that.
Thank you,
Thank
Steven.